Welcome to Summary Secrets, your daily personal growth companion. In today's video, we'll be uncovering the top lessons from The Joy of Living by Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche and Swanson. If you're ready to unlock the secrets within this book and gain valuable insights, let's dive right in. Lesson 1. Cultivate mindfulness through daily meditation practice. The first lesson in The Joy of Living emphasizes the importance of cultivating mindfulness through daily meditation practice. Mindfulness is the ability to be fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations in the present moment. It allows us to observe our experiences without judgment or attachment. By engaging in daily meditation practice, you can train your mind to become more mindful in your everyday life. Meditation involves focusing your attention on a specific object, such as your breath or a mantra, and gently bringing your attention back whenever it wanders. This practice helps to develop your ability to stay present and aware, even in the midst of distractions or challenges. For example, imagine you are sitting in a park, meditating by focusing on your breath. As you do this, you may notice that your mind starts to wander, perhaps thinking about what you need to do later or replaying a conversation from earlier. Instead of getting caught up in these thoughts, you gently bring your attention back to your breath, without judgment or frustration. This simple act of redirecting your attention is a powerful way to cultivate mindfulness. Through regular meditation practice, you can begin to apply mindfulness to various aspects of your life. For instance, when you are having a conversation with someone, you can be fully present and attentive to what they are saying, rather than being lost in your own thoughts or distractions. This deepens your connection with others and enhances your ability to listen and respond effectively. Furthermore, mindfulness can help you navigate challenging situations with greater ease. When faced with stress, anxiety, or difficult emotions, you can observe them without getting overwhelmed or reactive. By cultivating a non-judgmental awareness of your inner experiences, you can respond to them with compassion and wisdom, rather than being controlled by them. In summary, the first lesson in The Joy of Living emphasizes the importance of cultivating mindfulness through daily meditation practice. By training your mind to be fully present and aware, you can enhance your ability to stay focused, connect with others, and navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Lesson 2. Recognize the impermanence of all things and let go of attachment. In lesson number 2, you are encouraged to understand and accept the impermanence of all things in life. This means realizing that everything around you, including people, objects, and experiences, is constantly changing and will eventually come to an end. By recognizing this impermanence, you can learn to let go of attachment. Attachment refers to the strong emotional connection or clinging we have towards things that we believe bring us happiness or security. It can be towards material possessions, relationships, or even our own identities and beliefs. However, attachment often leads to suffering because we become dependent on these external factors for our well-being. To illustrate this concept, let's consider the example of a beautiful flower. When you come across a stunning flower, you may feel a sense of joy and admiration. However, if you become attached to that flower and desperately try to hold on to it, you will inevitably be disappointed when it withers and dies. Instead, if you appreciate the flower's beauty in the present moment without clinging to it, you can fully enjoy its presence without suffering when it eventually fades away. Similarly, in life, everything is subject to change and will eventually pass away. Relationships may end, material possessions may break or be lost, and even our own bodies will age and eventually die. By recognizing the impermanence of these things, you can cultivate a sense of detachment and let go of the need to control or possess them. This doesn't mean you should avoid forming meaningful connections or stop taking care of your belongings. Rather, it means understanding that nothing is permanent and learning to appreciate and enjoy them while they are present in your life. By letting go of attachment, you free yourself from the constant fear of loss and allow yourself to fully experience the present moment. In conclusion, lesson number 2 teaches you to recognize the impermanence of all things and let go of attachment. By understanding that everything is subject to change and eventually passes away, you can cultivate a sense of detachment and find freedom from suffering. Embrace the present moment and appreciate the beauty of life without clinging to it. Lesson 3. Develop compassion and kindness towards oneself and others. In the book The Joy of Living, the author emphasizes the importance of developing compassion and kindness towards oneself and others. This lesson encourages you to cultivate a genuine sense of care and understanding for both yourself and those around you. Compassion towards oneself involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would extend to a close friend or loved one. It means acknowledging your own suffering, flaws, and mistakes without judgment or self-criticism. Instead of being harsh and critical towards yourself, you learn to be gentle and forgiving. For example, if you make a mistake at work, instead of berating yourself and dwelling on the error, you can choose to acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward with self-compassion. Developing compassion towards others involves recognizing that everyone experiences suffering and struggles in their lives. It means cultivating empathy and understanding for the challenges and difficulties faced by others. By putting yourself in someone else's shoes, you can develop a deeper sense of connection and compassion. For instance, if you see a homeless person on the street, instead of ignoring or judging them, you can choose to see their humanity and offer them a kind word or gesture. Kindness towards oneself and others goes hand in hand with compassion. It involves actively seeking opportunities to be helpful, supportive, and caring towards yourself and those around you. This can be as simple as offering a listening ear to a friend in need or taking time out of your day to engage in self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. By practicing kindness, you create a positive ripple effect that not only benefits others but also enhances your own well-being. By developing compassion and kindness towards oneself and others, you cultivate a more positive and harmonious relationship with yourself and the world around you. This practice allows you to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, understanding, and love. Ultimately, it leads to a deeper sense of joy and fulfillment in your own life and contributes to creating a more compassionate and kinder society as a whole. Lesson 4. Embrace uncertainty and learn to navigate through life's challenges. In life, uncertainty is inevitable. It is impossible to predict or control every outcome or circumstance that comes your way. Instead of resisting or fearing uncertainty, it is important to embrace it and learn to navigate through life's challenges. When you embrace uncertainty, you open yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities. Rather than being stuck in a rigid mindset, you become adaptable and flexible. This allows you to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than with fear or resistance. Navigating through life's challenges requires a certain level of resilience and inner strength. It means being able to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity, and finding creative solutions to problems. By embracing uncertainty, you develop the ability to think outside the box and find alternative paths when the original plan doesn't work out. For example, imagine you are faced with a sudden job loss. Instead of panicking or feeling defeated, you can embrace the uncertainty and see it as an opportunity for growth and change. You can explore new career paths, acquire new skills, or even start your own business. By navigating through this challenge with a positive mindset, you may end up in a more fulfilling and rewarding career than before. Embracing uncertainty also means accepting that failure is a natural part of life. It is through failure that we learn and grow. When you are willing to take risks and step outside of your comfort zone, you may encounter setbacks along the way. However, by viewing these setbacks as valuable learning experiences, you can use them to become stronger and more resilient. For instance, let's say you have a fear of public speaking. Instead of avoiding opportunities to speak in front of others, you can embrace the uncertainty and challenge yourself to overcome this fear. Even if you stumble or make mistakes during a presentation, you can learn from those experiences and improve over time. By embracing uncertainty and facing your fears, you can become a more confident and effective communicator. In conclusion, embracing uncertainty and learning to navigate through life's challenges is a valuable lesson. By doing so, you open yourself up to new possibilities, develop resilience, and grow as an individual. Remember that uncertainty is a natural part of life, and by embracing it, you can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Lesson 5. Cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. In lesson number 5, you are encouraged to develop a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. This means learning to fully embrace and cherish the experiences and opportunities that are happening right now, rather than constantly longing for the past or future. Gratitude and appreciation for the present moment can be cultivated by simply taking a moment to pause and reflect on the beauty and blessings that surround you. For example, you can appreciate the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds chirping, or the taste of a delicious meal. By consciously acknowledging and savoring these small moments, you can develop a deeper sense of gratitude for the present. Another way to cultivate gratitude is by shifting your perspective and focusing on the positive aspects of your current situation. Instead of dwelling on what you lack or what could be better, try to find something to be grateful for in every situation. For instance, if you are stuck in traffic, you can appreciate the opportunity to listen to your favorite podcast or enjoy some quiet time to yourself. Practicing mindfulness is also key in cultivating gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. By being fully present and engaged in whatever you are doing, you can develop a deeper sense of connection and gratitude for the experience. Whether it's having a conversation with a loved one, enjoying a hobby, or simply taking a walk in nature, being fully present allows you to fully appreciate and savor the moment. Ultimately, cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment allows you to find joy and contentment in the here and now. It helps you to let go of regrets about the past and worries about the future, and instead focus on the abundance and beauty that exists in the present. By embracing and cherishing each moment, you can live a more fulfilling and joyful life. Lesson 6. Practice self-reflection and introspection to understand one's own mind. In lesson number 6, you are encouraged to engage in self-reflection and introspection in order to gain a deeper understanding of your own mind. This practice involves taking the time to observe and examine your thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. By engaging in self-reflection, you can become more aware of the thoughts and emotions that arise within you. This awareness allows you to gain insight into the underlying causes and triggers of your thoughts and emotions. For example, you may notice that certain situations or people consistently evoke feelings of anger or anxiety within you. Through self-reflection, you can begin to understand why these triggers exist and how they impact your overall well-being. Introspection, on the other hand, involves delving deeper into your own mind and exploring the nature of your thoughts and emotions. This practice allows you to question the validity and accuracy of your thoughts and beliefs. For instance, you may realize that you have a tendency to jump to negative conclusions or make assumptions without sufficient evidence. Through introspection, you can challenge these patterns of thinking and develop a more balanced and accurate perspective. Self-reflection and introspection also provide an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. By understanding your own mind, you can identify areas for improvement and work towards cultivating positive qualities such as compassion, patience, and resilience. For example, through self-reflection, you may recognize that you often react impulsively in stressful situations. With this awareness, you can then practice responding with more calmness and thoughtfulness. Ultimately, the practice of self-reflection and introspection allows you to develop a deeper connection with yourself and cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness. This awareness not only enhances your understanding of your own mind but also enables you to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and wisdom. Lesson 7. Cultivate a sense of interconnectedness and interdependence with all beings. Lesson number 7 teaches us the importance of recognizing our interconnectedness and interdependence with all beings. It encourages us to cultivate a deep sense of connection and understanding that goes beyond our individual selves. When we embrace this concept, we begin to see that our actions and choices have an impact not only on ourselves but also on others. We understand that we are all part of a larger web of life, where every being is interconnected and dependent on each other. For example, imagine you are walking in a forest. As you take each step, you notice the delicate balance of the ecosystem around you. The trees provide oxygen for you to breathe, while the insects and birds help pollinate the flowers and spread seeds. The soil nourishes the plants, and the animals rely on the plants for food. In this interconnected web, Every being plays a vital role, and their well-being is intertwined. When we cultivate a sense of interconnectedness, we become more aware of the consequences of our actions. We realize that our choices can either contribute to the well-being of others or cause harm. For instance, if we litter or pollute the environment, it not only affects us but also impacts the animals and plants that depend on a clean and healthy ecosystem. Furthermore, cultivating a sense of interdependence helps us develop empathy and compassion towards others. We recognize that just like us, every being desires happiness and wants to avoid suffering. This understanding allows us to treat others with kindness and respect, knowing that their well-being is connected to our own. For instance, if you see someone struggling, you may offer a helping hand because you understand that their happiness and well-being are interconnected with yours. By supporting and uplifting others, you contribute to the overall harmony and interconnectedness of the world. In conclusion, lesson number 7 teaches us to cultivate a sense of interconnectedness and interdependence with all beings. By recognizing our connection to others and understanding the impact of our actions, we can live in harmony with the world around us. This awareness allows us to make choices that promote the well-being of all beings and contribute to a more compassionate and interconnected society. Lesson 8. Let go of negative emotions and cultivate positive mental states. In lesson number 8, you are encouraged to release negative emotions and nurture positive mental states. Negative emotions such as anger, fear, and jealousy can be detrimental to your well-being and hinder your ability to experience joy and contentment. By letting go of these negative emotions, you create space for positive mental states to arise. Cultivating positive mental states involves actively nurturing qualities such as compassion, gratitude, and patience. For example, instead of holding on to anger when someone wrongs you, you can choose to let go of that anger and cultivate compassion towards them. This allows you to approach the situation with understanding and empathy, fostering a more positive and harmonious relationship. Similarly, practicing gratitude can shift your perspective from focusing on what is lacking in your life to appreciating what you already have. By acknowledging and being grateful for the small joys and blessings, you cultivate a positive mental state that brings more happiness and fulfillment. Patience is another important quality to cultivate. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to become frustrated and impatient when things don't go as planned. However, by cultivating patience, you can approach challenges and setbacks with a calm and composed mind. This allows you to navigate difficulties more effectively and maintain a positive outlook. By letting go of negative emotions and cultivating positive mental states, you create a more peaceful and joyful inner landscape. This not only benefits your own well-being but also positively impacts your interactions with others. When you approach life with a positive mindset, you are more likely to attract positive experiences and build meaningful connections with those around you. Lesson 9. Develop a sense of equanimity and balance in the face of difficulties. In the face of difficulties, it is important to develop a sense of equanimity and balance. This means maintaining a calm and steady state of mind, regardless of the challenges that come your way. Equanimity allows you to remain centered and composed, even when faced with adversity. Imagine you are driving in heavy traffic and suddenly someone cuts you off. Your initial reaction might be anger or frustration, causing your heart rate to increase and your mind to become agitated. However, if you are able to cultivate equanimity, you can choose to respond differently. Instead of reacting with anger, you can take a deep breath, acknowledge the situation, and let it go. By doing so, you maintain a sense of balance and prevent the negative emotions from taking control. Equanimity also helps you to avoid being overwhelmed by the ups and downs of life. Just like a boat on a stormy sea, if you are able to stay balanced and steady, you can navigate through the waves without capsizing. For example, if you receive criticism at work, instead of becoming defensive or discouraged, you can approach it with equanimity. You can objectively evaluate the feedback, learn from it, and make necessary improvements without allowing it to affect your self-worth or confidence. Developing equanimity requires practice and mindfulness. It involves recognizing that difficulties are a natural part of life and accepting them without resistance. By cultivating a sense of balance, you can respond to challenges with clarity and wisdom, rather than being consumed by negative emotions. Equanimity allows you to maintain inner peace and stability, even in the midst of chaos. In conclusion, developing a sense of equanimity and balance in the face of difficulties is crucial for navigating through life's challenges. By cultivating this quality, you can remain calm, composed, and centered, allowing you to respond to difficulties with clarity and wisdom. Embracing equanimity enables you to maintain inner peace and stability, regardless of the circumstances you encounter. Lesson 10. Embrace the joy of living by fully engaging in each moment and finding happiness within oneself. In lesson number 10, you are encouraged to embrace the joy of living by fully engaging in each moment and finding happiness within yourself. This means being fully present and aware of the present moment, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By doing so, you can experience a deep sense of joy and contentment. One way to fully engage in each moment is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations in a non-judgmental way. For example, when you are eating a meal, instead of mindlessly consuming your food while thinking about other things, you can bring your full attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of the food. By savoring each bite and being fully present, you can experience a greater sense of enjoyment and satisfaction. Another aspect of embracing the joy of living is finding happiness within yourself. This means not relying on external circumstances or other people to make you happy, but rather cultivating a sense of inner contentment and well-being. For example, instead of constantly seeking validation and approval from others, you can learn to appreciate and love yourself just as you are. By recognizing your own worth and finding happiness within, you can experience a deep and lasting sense of joy. It's important to note that embracing the joy of living does not mean ignoring or denying difficult emotions or challenging situations. Rather, it means approaching them with a sense of curiosity and openness, and finding ways to cultivate joy and happiness even in the midst of adversity. For example, when faced with a difficult situation, you can choose to focus on the positive aspects or find gratitude for the lessons learned. In conclusion, lesson number 10 teaches you to fully engage in each moment and find happiness within yourself. By practicing mindfulness and cultivating a sense of inner contentment, you can experience a deep and lasting joy in your life. Remember to approach each moment with curiosity and openness, and find ways to cultivate joy even in challenging situations. Thank you for watching Summary Secrets, your daily personal growth companion. If you found these lessons insightful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more condensed wisdom. Stay tuned daily for more.